Hey there, just wanted to check in and show you one of the other beaches that we like to visit in this local area of Port Douglas, Far North Queensland. It's very well known, beautiful beach. It's called Pebbly Beach. It's remarkable. We don't really take anything from here because it's actually pretty special. I'd pretty confidently say even sacred, but we're here looking for seeds for Bernie beads, so we're going to leave all the stones here, but I'd just like to show you some of them. It's pretty cool, and the sound of the water on the rocks is pretty special. Mother over there. All the rock. What have you found there?
I like the red one. Look how it's and this one here looks like a quartz.
Polished by nature. So smooth. So awesome. Coconut. Being probably eaten out by the local rats or a lot of bandicoots up here. Actually, in the area, we get down here and go for gold. Fresh cuttlefish beak. Right out in the season. Up here. Beautiful beach. Darla Beach in the background. Wind's picked up a little bit, thankfully, stirring up the hot water. Just been congregating. Rubbish styrofoam. That shouldn't be here. Bottle cap. Plastic. Don't want that to stay here. It's a beautiful beach. How'd you go, mate? Any luck? Cool.
Nothing too exciting, eh?
Yeah. This cool one, that just stood out a mile away. Beautiful. And once again, we don't take these stones. Just come down here to appreciate them. Mother Nature can do and produce. Look at all those marine worms been living in that driftwood piece. Before it washed up here. You know, one thing that we don't do in Australia, we're trying to break this habit by making these things. So we don't do that. That's bad, bad. You know, it really takes away from the real areas where stone formations have been set. Pretty cool piece of driftwood, big tree that's washed up here. How cool is that? Beautiful tree. Well, don't take that. Bit of packing tape. Get rid of those. Down on the rocks. I'm finding more and more COVID masks, which I guess is, you know, realistic. But I always feel funny about picking them up, so I guess on these walks I need to bring a bit of PPE so I can remove them, because they're just becoming more and more common, and you can't imagine that they'd be, you know, breaking down at all, floating around. So hate seeing them, hated wearing them, but I know they're necessary. But you know, it just got out of hand, having to wear masks everywhere. But we're seeing them washing up on the beaches. Hey, this is a cool section, check this out. This fine shaly type stones. Look at that pandana again growing on the beaches. Love it. Big nut. Yeah, it'd be cool to find some sea glass. We can definitely remove sea glass off the beach. Just not these stones. If everybody took a few stones, then I guess, I don't know, there's probably 100 million stones on the beach. Maybe more. There'll just be none left. So obviously there's been a big quartz vein running through this part of the area that's got smashed and smashed up over the thousands of years. Eroded these rocks, and now this process, these rocks could have been started to take these formations long before the water rose up after the last ice age. So they say the water rose to this level 6,000 or 7,000 years ago and actually stopped rising, and then it's gone down a meter since then. And look at this, quartz veins. You know, the gold prospector of these, you know, really, you know, they jump out at me. But this area has been heavily prospected back in the day. I'm sure this was one of the first places that they looked. Look at that. Oh, we'll take that. Should have brought a bag. This cool formation. Pretty nice colors up there this afternoon. Check out those clouds. Mumsy up there. Comb and the beach. Oh, here, that looks interesting. Gotta put down all my trash so I can have a look. It's probably a bit of a shell. Nothing too special, just a nice little hole in it. Little pandanus nuts. Pumice stone. Remember that one, don't we? That's actually a pretty decent chunk. We could take that if we want, but we're gonna leave it. Look at this cool nut. Seed. This whole area. A bit of coral. I'm going to sit the trash pile right here. We'll get that when we get back. Look at that. I have to hold it back a little bit. Barnacle. Look how porous it is. See that? Back it goes. Of nature. The force of the waves will just push these stones higher and higher up the bank. Yeah, it's pretty cool there, the seed pod. It's been cracked open, probably by the weather, the heat. Some more of them here. Pretty interesting. Look at this coral piece. What do you think? So part of a little fungia coral. Something similar. The other part of our lid here. Lid season. Oh, and the other part. Look at this. Cool. I don't know if you can see that. Bottle cap, bottle cap. Snail shell. Another bottle cap. Boom. Tell you what, if they gave you 10 cents for the bottle caps as well as the bottles, that'd be a thing, wouldn't it? that's actually a part of a little clam. Not sure if you can see that. Very cool. It's still pretty high, but it's dropping. Plastic, 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 plastic. On this beautiful beach, it drives you mad. But we will not succumb to the madness. Just get it done. We'll put that in our pile. Jeez, I should have brought a big sack. Cool part, interesting part. Right. Coral. Shell. Shells. Yeah, someone's missing their drink bottle. Any rum in there? Nah. Cuttlefish. Plastic. Plastic. Ooh, oh, this is a find. Check this out. Part of a Nautilus shell. Ooh. You know, ugh. So crazy to find these. Haven't found one of these in a long, long time. Mum's gonna be happy. They reckon that the Nautilus shell skeletons have almost been exactly the same throughout the fossil record for 350 million years. That's a long time. Now, a lot of people assume that their distant relative, the Ennemite, which dates back to the 450 million year mark, makes these, you know, go back further. But we know that they're so perfectly adapted to their function and environment where they live, and they actually live down over the drop-offs of the coral reefs down to about, I think, 800 meters, and every single night they will rise up. I'm not sure if you can see, but inside each of the chambered, because it's called a chambered Nautilus shell, they pack water and gases, and it makes them more buoyant and less so they can rise all the way up and all the way down at will. So what they're doing is they're chasing the migration of planktons, which make their way up to the surface to feed on the phytoplankton. So zooplankton is made up of nearly any and all animals that start their life in the plankton. They retreat down over the drop-offs to hide from the hardcore UV light. Light's not so good for them. It's quite damaging, and they're very sensitive to it. So they make this migration every single day down in the morning, and in the afternoon they come up. In fact, it's the largest migration of living organisms on the planet. And I've heard people say it's like the equivalent of you know, our toddlers running 2 Olympic marathons twice a day for the first 6 months of their life. That's crazy. So cool. Yeah, always happy to find part of a Nautilus shell. This one we're going to put further up the beach so other people can see it. And we'll go back to collecting some more plastic. That bomb bottle. Put this one back up. Further up the beach. Get those on the way back. Part of a plastic chair leg. Oh, I'm on the roll. Bottle cap. Bottle cap. Bottle cap. Bottle cap. Bottle cap. Wow, this is a bottle cap. And another one. Bottle cap. Incredible. The weather's even started to erode the beach. This is next to the main road, Capital Highway, so pretty real. Alrighty, so gonna turn back, just doing a little stretch of this beach today. I highly doubt that I'll be able to carry most of this rubbish back. What? Bottle cap. Bottle cap. Jesus Christ. Don't mean to use old mate's name in vain, but if he's seen the bottle caps that I've seen, he'd also be crying for high heaven. It's unreal. This is a beach in Australia. I'd be shocked if I went to Bali or somewhere. India, something like that. Whoa, this stuff's come with me. I got a bit of a trace up the beach. But I guess someone's got to do it. I don't know how that Nautilus shell got in there, but I think it seems it's come with us, so I might show that to Mum. She's up the other end of the beach. That's unusual to see one rock that's not, one bit of quartz that's not ground down. Suspicious. Right, I'm dropping bottle caps. Good for Nautilus shell. Well, just having a look. Is that a rough life at sea?
Yeah.
Know how it feels. Yeah, hey, Pebbly Beach, if you like this type of stuff, follow along, keep making more. Cheers.